France 24's Vedika Bahl is here in studio. Vedika, US intelligence, it's announced that it believes Russia is behind a fake news campaign that recently circulated about the Democratic vice presidential candidate. What is the story?
Yeah, Sharon, that's right. According to US intelligence, Minnesota governor and Democratic VP candidate Tim Walz was struck last week by an attempt to disrupt the US election, and they believe that Moscow is behind that. Now, this all started via a deepfake video smearing Walz with sexual abuse allegations, accusing him of inappropriate relations with a student back in 1997 when Walz was a high school teacher and a high school football coach. Now, these viral posts on X racked up millions of views before they were swiftly deleted, although, of course, this did trickle down into other social networks as well. Now, in that deepfake video, let's take a closer look at that. But in this video, a man introduces himself as Matthew Metro. He says that in 1997, he wanted to confide in someone that he was gay. He didn't have anyone to talk to about this, and his parents were in the middle of divorcing. And so in that predicament, he turned to his high school teacher, Tim Walz, who then sexually assaulted him. Now, the oldest post that I could find on X that shared this clip did actually belong to an account named @MattMetro. Seemingly the person in the clip. Now, you might notice that the person photographed here in the profile picture does look very different to the person in our deepfake, but we will come onto that a little bit later. Now, we've established that this is a viral disinformation video. It is a deepfake and the allegations are baseless. Now, but there are a few red flags here in the account that shared it. Firstly, the account is very new. It was only created a year ago in October 2023. There's also very few amount of people both following and followers of it. And up until now, this account had been relatively inactive. In fact, up until it was starting to share this video and post linked to it, it was actually pretty inactive as a whole. It was only really used to repost pictures of dogs, in fact. But as I said, Sharon, these accusations have been confirmed as totally baseless. This video is a deep fake. However, I will say, Sharon, there is a real person called Matthew Metro, and he did indeed attend the same high school as Tim Walz, but it is not this man that we see here in that deep fake.
And how has he reacted, Vedika? Also, talk us through how all of this was pinpointed as being fake in the first place.
Well, the real Matthew Metro gave an interview to The Washington Post. He said that he didn't recognise the face on screen at all when a friend of his sent him that viral deepfake link. He did confirm that he did attend the same high school as Tim Walz when he worked there, but he also said that Tim Walz was never his teacher, so he was never taught by Tim Walz, and he said that he was certainly never sexually assaulted by Tim Walz either. So he confirmed that those allegations are 100% fabricated. Now, he also called out the lack of resemblance between the person in the deepfake and his actual look. Now, these are pictures from his official verified Facebook profile, but he very much called out the lack of resemblance. He said that there's no similarity in the teeth, face, nose, hair, eyes, as well as the voice. He said is completely different from his own. He also said that there was many details that were in fact incorrect as well. Biographical details, for example, the state of his parents' marriage. They are very much not divorced, he said. So there was also liberties taken there. Now, the real Matthew Metro also confirmed that he is not affiliated with this X account in his name, @MattMetro. It's nothing to do with him, he said, although there have been pictures of him taken from his real Facebook account, as well as a picture from him in high school as well that has been shared on that account. But overall, Sharon, he was very unhappy that his name, his photos, his biographical data has been used to bolster this false accusation that now will forever be affiliated with him online.
Understandably so. Meanwhile, the US, Vedika, believes Russia is behind this disinformation attempt. Tell us more about that theory.
Yes, the US intelligence said today that a Russian propaganda network that is notorious for creating deepfakes is behind this. Now, experts believe that the disinformation campaign used here is actually linked to a group named Storm 1516, and that this attempt is consistent with disinformation that is seeking to undermine the Harris-Walz election campaign. Now, Darren Linville, who is a media forensics researcher for Clemson University, it's actually him and his team, they were the ones that discovered the existence of this group, Storm 1516. He told Wired that for him, he has little doubt that it is Storm 1516 behind this, and that this is very much part of Moscow's very well established playbook for disinformation, he said. And according to the US mission to the OSCE, Storm 1516 often starts very much in this way by trickling something down via X by using deepfakes, and this is then amplified by pro-Kremlin sites before they then become the mainstream. And according to Linville, he said that the first account to do this very much followed that same exact method before it then hit the headlines, as we can see here.